We got another Saturday night's main event, and it's time to make my predictions. There's only 4 matches on this card, which makes me believe there's going to be a lot of shenanigans, maybe some bonus things happening, longer matches. It's going to be a different one. It's going to be fun. Let's get into it. We got Solo Sikoa defending the United States Championship against Jimmy Uso. As much as we all want to see Jimmy win the big match, it's definitely not going to happen here. This was thrown together so last minute. I actually missed the entire announcement. I don't even know when they announced it. But anyways, this match is a clear setup for SummerSlam. At this point, with only 3 weeks to go, I think we're going to get a Jacob Fatu return here, and I think we're going to get Jimmy Uso and Jacob Fatu versus this new bloodline, the MFTs. What could make it very interesting is if Tama Tonga also returns during this match, and then we get like a 3v3 of Jacob, Tama Tonga, and Jimmy Uso versus the MFTs, because they would create like a tension between the Tonga brothers. It would create a tension between obviously the two bloodlines. It would be very interesting. I'd also be down for a triple threat US title match at SummerSlam with Jacob, Jimmy, and Solo. I heard there's rumors of Jey Uso being involved as well, getting back into the bloodline drama. You know, that is a little interesting. Maybe for War Games, sure, but I don't think Jay should go for the US title right now. It just kind of seems random. Unfortunately, this match was just thrown together, so there's not a lot really going here. I do not see Solo Sikoa losing at all. Maybe like DQ, sure, but I'm stoked that Jimmy's found the spotlight and gets a title shot against his brother. What an awesome moment. It's going to be a fun one. There's going to be bloodline shenanigans, and hey, there's only 4 matches on the card. We could see some crazy stuff happen. Then we have Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. I hate this match for Randy Orton because I think he's gonna lose again. I think Drew McIntyre needs this W and needs to establish himself as a top dog going forward, and you know, whether that's with the help of Logan Paul or not, Drew McIntyre is gonna win. We saw on SmackDown they're setting something up here, Randy Orton and Jelly Roll and then Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. Now clearly Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre are not going to be friends. That's going to end bad, but we might have a tag team match at SummerSlam. We heard on SmackDown that Jelly Roll is going to be out there with Randy Orton, so you would imagine Logan Paul is going to be out there too at some point with Drew McIntyre, and it would be great to see Logan Paul cost Drew McIntyre. Maybe a triple threat at SummerSlam between Logan, Drew, and Randy. That would be really, really cool if Logan accidentally hits Drew and then he gets pissed and then he costs Drew McIntyre. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, what if Logan Paul accidentally knocks out Drew McIntyre like Randy Orton ducks, RKO's Logan Paul, and then goes to pin Drew McIntyre, and then Drew McIntyre is mad that somebody else screwed him out of another opportunity? I think that could be a great setup for a triple threat match, and honestly, I just thought of that right now, and I want that to happen. Please, thank you. We got LA Knight versus Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns is returning during this match. As much as we want to see Roman versus Seth at SummerSlam, I think that's a WrestleMania match. I think they're going to set up Roman, Punk, and LA Knight versus Seth, Bronson, and Braun for SummerSlam. That's a big money match. I don't love it. I think those guys deserve their own singles matches and whatnot, but it kind of makes sense with all the storylines being intertwined. You got 3 guys who absolutely hate Seth and their faction. Granted, they could probably just move that to War Games and build around that, but SummerSlam is literally 3 weeks away. We don't have much time to build anything. It's going to be a massive PLE. They need to do something big, and I feel like that is going to be the move here. Remember, there's only 4 matches on this card, so this is going to be a long one. And as far as the outcome here, I think LA Knight taking the dub would be awesome, but I almost feel like this is going to end in a DQ. I feel like maybe LA Knight's going to get really close to winning. Braun Breaker's going to pull him out. They're going to beat him down. Out comes CM Punk. Maybe they'll beat him down. Out comes the OTC, and we get a massive moment there. It's going to be awesome. Gonna be fireworks, but I don't think it's the main event of the show because we have Goldberg's final match. So are they gonna do all these shenanigans? They definitely have the time. We'll have to wait and see. If I had to choose, give me LA Knight winning by DQ and all of those guys coming out. And then we have Gunther defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Goldberg. I got a hot take here. Before I make my prediction, I just want to say I've been loving the build-up in this feud. I think it totally works. Gunther is so good at making any feud interesting. The shots he's been setting at Goldberg is amazing. I wish there was more build-up, more face-to-faces, more action, but it's all good. I'm actually excited for this match, even though Goldberg's not winning. I mean, there is like a 3% chance of him winning. If they didn't label it as his final match, then I would have been interested. But the fact that they are, it's like, there's no way they're gonna just go around that. Let's be real for a second. If this wasn't labeled Goldberg's final match and they didn't hint at any retirement or anything, I think his chances of winning this match are actually much bigger than you think. I think it goes from right now 5% to like 35%. I think there's an actual chance that he could win and they could do that, even if it's just for a little stint. It's Goldberg, like sending him off in a crazy way like that wouldn't be insane. I know people would hate it, and it's the WWE. I kind of like Goldberg. I think it's hella possible, but not anymore. Not when they label it like this. So that's not happening. Gunther's gonna win. I think it's gonna be quick. I don't see it going over 10 minutes. I think it is gonna start with a Goldberg spear. I think we're gonna get that crazy start like we always do. Goldberg spear, Gunther's rock, Goldberg hits him with the jackhammer. 1, 2, kick out, a crazy moment from the crowd. Everyone's hyped, and then the match slows down a little bit. Gunther gets in control. Maybe Goldberg has another spear in him down the road, but it's unfortunately not going to be enough. I could see the match ending with one more spear from Goldberg, getting caught into a chokehold, and then he taps, well, maybe doesn't tap him out, but he puts him out cold, and Gunther wins by submission against Goldberg. It's going to be a fun match. I'm going to enjoy the heck out of it, and I have Gunther definitely retaining. Let me know what you guys think. Saturday night's main event is going to be awesome. I'll be streaming it live here on Gilly Mania, and of course, check out all the clips at Gilly Mania on Instagram and TikTok, and Gilly Mania Reacts on TikTok is where I post the clips. I'll see you guys there. It's going to be an awesome show.